Okay, so here is a suggested organization of your paragraph. How do you plan your paragraph? Where do you put your points in? Hi, hello, how are you all? Welcome back to my show, Tips and Tricks with Teacher Kiran. Okay, the last two videos I shared something on email writing, which is part 1. Okay, so this time I'm going to share with all of you something about guided writing, which is part 2 of your writing paper. Okay, right. For this part, the level is different, slightly higher for compared to part 1. Okay, so you are required to spend around 30 minutes for part 2 essay. It's not really very long, okay, and you need not write very long actually. It's similar to your Form 3 second essay. The length is similar with that, okay, right. So this one is of B1 CFR level, so the level is slightly higher. You are required to write for about 125 to 150 words, okay. So let's look at a sample question for guided writing, okay. So this is how your question will look like, okay. You must answer this question, write your question in 125 to 150 words in an appropriate style, okay. Question 2, your class has been discussing about local and international holiday destination and your teacher has asked you to write an essay about your ideal local holiday destination. Ideal. What is ideal? Ideal can be something perfect, something you dream of, okay, something you wish for. Okay, local holiday destination. Local. What does local mean? Okay, so local means in the country, in Malaysia. Domestic. Local, domestic, in the same country you are living in. Okay. In your essay, you should write about your ideal local holiday destination, reasons for your choice, and how would you spend your holiday on a budget. So all these will come under your content requirement in the question. You should highlight this like how I have underlined. So this is my tip. Please highlight or underline the requirement of the question. That means the content points. Okay, and write your essay using all the notes and giving reasons for your point of view. Okay, right. So let's do some planning. Always remember to do some planning. Don't straight away write. When you straight away write and all of a sudden an idea comes in, where are you going to put that idea? So you always need to plan before you do anything, students. For example, you want to go for a holiday, you need to plan what to bring, what clothes to bring, how much money to bring, right? Okay, so if you don't plan and you go for a holiday, then you realize, oh, I forgot this, I forgot that, my money is not enough. Same goes to essay writing. Okay, you need to plan before you write your essay. Okay, so local destination. You have to choose one, students. Don't choose more than one because they mention only one. Local destination. Okay, so you can choose something like, where is the first picture? Can you guess? It looks like a cold place, right? So it could be Genting Highlands, it could be Cameron Highlands, it could be Fraser's Hill, okay, somewhere high up in the hill or mountains. Okay, the second one is there, the name is there, Langkawi, it's an island, okay. And the third picture, yeah, you're right, so it's Kuala Lumpur. You can see the Twin Towers there. So provide some information about the local destination that you choose, okay. Give some details about the place that you chose. Maybe you can give the location. If you choose Langkawi, where is Langkawi? Do you know where Langkawi is? It's in Johor Bahru? No, it's in Kedah. It's in the northern part of Malaysia. It's an island, okay. So remember, students, this is another tip that I am sharing with all of you. Remember, when you want to choose a place, okay, make sure you know this place. You have been there or you know about the place. Don't choose a place where you don't know about it and you have never been there. So it's going to be difficult when it comes to sharing of ideas, okay. So remember, Okay, how to get there? Perhaps you can also add something on transport. How to get there? How to get to Langkawi? How to get to Cameron Highlands? What's the fastest way? And so on. And maybe you can also explain a little bit about the type of weather. Cold, okay, or maybe it's tropical weather, hot, okay, right. So this is point number 1. Choose a destination and give some information about the destination, okay, like location and so on. Okay, what's the second one? Okay, let's say we have chosen one. Teacher chose Langkawi Island, okay, so that it's easier for us to give the reasons. Okay, so here are some suggested reasons, okay. Why did you choose Langkawi? I chose Langkawi because it's great for outdoor activities by the beach. So from here, I know you know what Langkawi has. Yeah, it's an island. Obviously, they have beaches, right? So what are the activities by the beach? So make sure the activities are appropriate to the place that you have chosen. Okay, snorkeling, you can go scuba diving, island hopping, okay, you can go on a banana boat ride. Oh my God, I can't wait for the holidays. I'm sure you too, right? Okay, so plus Langkawi is a duty-free island. So you are showing me that you are mature, you know about Langkawi, you know what is special there. Okay, so what if it's a duty-free island? Of course, you can shop for branded clothes, branded bags, perfumes, okay, you can buy imported chocolates, all sold at very reasonable price. Reasonable means cheap, yes, very good. Affordable, cheap, reasonable price. So this comes under vocabulary, okay, right. Plus, you can also explain a little bit on the attractions in this island. What are the other fascinating attractions? They have underwater world, so elaborate a little bit. What do you have in underwater world? What can you see there? Okay, underwater tells you that it's all about marine life, right? Fish and squids and octopus and this and that. Okay, you can go on a ride to the, on the cable car, okay? And you can visit the Masuri Museum. You can go to Langkawi Geopark. If you are not sure about them, okay, Google and find out a little bit more if you have never been to Langkawi. But my tip is to always choose a place you know so that you are comfortable, you are confident when you elaborate. Okay, students? And perhaps you can also enjoy the fresh and delicious seafood there, of course, right? Okay. I hope you are with me so far. Must you write all the points? Actually, you can just choose a few of the ideas there, okay? Right. And the third content point, you need to spend your holiday on a budget. How are you going to spend your holiday on a budget? Budget here has something to do with money, okay? So perhaps you can plan your trips. Do an online search, okay? Look for cheaper hotels, okay? And how to get there, cheapest transportation to the place that you have chosen. Okay, or perhaps you can book the hotels earlier. When you book earlier, the price is cheaper actually, okay? And you can search for cheaper flights, okay? And that's where you can save your money, right? Or you can travel during off-peak season. Off-peak season is where people travel when there are not so many people there. If you travel during the school holidays, it's considered as the peak season. There is so many people there traveling there because it's a tourist attraction, right, students? Okay, so this is another tip or trick, okay? And also you can save money if you take packages. For example, if they have activities, okay? If they have activities, take the package. It's cheaper than to just try out one activity. For example, beach activities, okay? Right. Like teacher said just now, you don't have to write all this. Perhaps you just choose 2 or 3, okay, for some ideas and elaborate them. Okay, so here is a suggested organization of your paragraph. How do you plan your paragraph? Where do you put your points in? So maybe in 4 paragraphs. You can write this in 4 paragraphs or 3. But as long as you have some paragraphs, okay? The first paragraph is your introduction. Perhaps you can already write the holiday destination that you choose. Then you add in a little bit info about the place that you have chosen, like the location, I told you, the weather, the transportation, how to get there, okay? And paragraph 2, perhaps you can write the reasons for choosing this place. What can you do there? What are the activities? What are the fun things that you can do in this place that you have chosen? Is it suitable for the family? Is it suitable for friends? Okay, so you add in all this, okay? And then perhaps paragraph 3, you can also add more reasons for choosing this place that you have chosen. For example, Langkawi Island. And finally, the conclusion or the closure, you can put in some advice on how to spend the holiday or your holiday on a budget, putting in 2 to 3 points. Okay, right. So once you have done your planning, students, so it's not easy, it's not difficult to write the essay anymore. It's going to be very smooth because you have already planned. But do not take too long to plan. About 3 minutes is fine. Okay, right. So then, looking back at the content assessment scales. Okay, this is a little bit different from the email writing in my previous videos and all that. Okay, content is the same for all the essays. All the parts, content requirement is the same. So if you can answer all the questions, you get 5 marks. Communicative achievement, the ideas and the tone. Okay, so this is a more or less semi-formal. Okay, there's semi-formal tone, but it's not really friendly like the email. Okay, do not use contractions, please. Okay, you should be able to hold the reader's attention, meaning your essay should be interesting. Okay, and use the correct genre or format. Okay, organize well, have paragraphs, have cohesive devices. Okay, and the language must be good, including a good vocabulary, good structures, and spelling, check your spelling. Okay. Alright, so this is the assessment scale for part 2. So as you can see, the content is the same. Okay, just like I told you just now, it's the same as email. Communicative achievement, can you see the one I've highlighted? Hold the target reader's attention. In order to get 5 marks for CA, it should be interesting. Okay, all your contents should be well elaborated, okay, and the ideas are direct, straightforward. All right, organizing it, you have to really organize your essay. For this, it should be well organized, very well organized. Like I suggested the paragraphs just now, okay, you put them correctly in order, and there must be a good flow with your cohesive devices. Variety of cohesive devices. Just now earlier on in my earlier emails, it was a limited number. Okay, for part 2, you need to have a variety of cohesive devices. Okay, right. For the language, you can use a range of everyday vocabulary. However, you can also use some less common lexis. Less common lexis means new words. Okay, though they may not be well used, you are still trying. Okay, you have chance to get 5 marks. Okay, for your grammar, some simple and complex structures, okay, with good control. And there could be errors, but the errors will not impede your communication. That means it doesn't slow down the process of understanding your essay. Okay. So if you miss out any of the points, let's say you missed out one content point, that's where you miss your content marks. You get 3 marks. Okay, so be very careful. That's why a teacher told you content is the most important criteria in the essay writing. Okay, so make sure you focus on the content first, and then you go on with the CA, elaborating your ideas with the proper tone, use connectors, cohesive devices. So if you were to use very limited cohesive devices and all that, maybe very few, maybe only one, that's where you get 3 marks for your you get 3 marks for your O, organization. And if your essay, your choice of vocabulary, very simple, very basic, then that's where you get only 3 marks. Okay, so try to aim for the highest. Do not miss the content points. Okay. Reminder, please read the questions well, highlight the content points, plan your essay well, plan your timing as well. Okay, don't exceed the timing. Alright, you have 3 essays to be written in 1 hour 30 minutes, so be careful with your time. Write in paragraphs, vary your structures, add some good vocabulary, and always read, proofread, check. Okay, so a reminder to all of you, you don't have to count the words. Okay, yes, it's written there 125 to 150 words, but you don't have to count. It's okay if you have written less or you have written more. Okay, length of the essay will not affect your marks. So don't worry, students, don't waste time counting the words. Okay, so with that, thank you for following me today, and I wish you all the best, and I hope I've helped you. Please do subscribe to SSTP Kedah for more useful videos. Thank you and bye.